For this experiment, you will need tomato paste, glass wool, alumina, coarse sand, hexane, acetone, a mixture of hexane and acetone, a chromatography column, a stand, a clamp, graduated cylinders, and a couple of beakers. Take about 5 grams of tomato paste and add about 10 milliliters of acetone to it and stir until it becomes less gooey and starts to dry out. Discard the acetone and repeat. This step removes water from the tomato paste. After the first extraction, add some more acetone, stir, and remove any remaining water. Fit a Buchner funnel with a piece of filter paper. Put the funnel into a Buchner flask. Turn on the vacuum. And then with swirling, get as much of the solid onto the top of the filter as possible. You will probably need to use a glass rod at this point to get the solid out. Dry the residue on the filter for a minute or two. Take a small ball of glass wool, put it into the column, and push to the bottom of the column with a long rod. Onto this, add about 1 centimeter of coarse sand. Mix 10 grams of alumina and about 50 milliliters of hexane. Stir this with a glass rod until it's a slurry. With lots of stirring, transfer the slurry onto the column. Once the column has been packed, close the tap when the solvent level gets just to the surface of the stationary phase. Transfer the dried tomato extract into a sealable vial and add 3 milliliters of dichloromethane. Seal the vial and give it a good shake. Use a long glass pipette to separate the liquid solution from the solid and then transfer that to the top of the column without touching the sides of the glassware.
Sorry.
Get the glass all the way down. Okay. If you can get an extra bit out of it, do it. When the column has been loaded with sample, add about 1/2 centimeter of coarse sand to the top of the column. This will stop the columns from being disrupted when we add additional solvent to the column. Add hexane into the bulb above the chromatography column. Open the tap. Allow the elution to start. When yellow starts to elute from the column, switch out to a clean, dry beaker. Collect this fraction. When all the yellow band has eluted from the column, change the solvent system from being exclusively hexane to being about 5% acetone in hexane. This will drive the pink band off the column. Collect this pink band in a new, fresh beaker.